Welcome to Headlines. I'm Dominique Avery, sitting in for Karen Handville. The Simsbury Board of Education has a new board member. Board Chairman Lydia Tadone introduced Thomas Frank to the school board and the town at the start of the February 24th meeting.
Welcome to Simsbury Board of Education. This is Tom Frank, who is our newest member of Simsbury Board of Education. He is replacing Chris Kelly, who, as you know, has now been voted in the Board of Selectmen, and Tom is filling the unexpired term of Chris Kelly. So he was recently sworn in this morning, I believe, correct?
Correct.
Downstairs, and here you are. So Tom has been a frequent visitor here in the audience, and watching us very carefully, and so jumping in with a little bit of knowledge of who we are and what we do. So we hope you enjoy your tenure with us, and you come at a great time, budget time. And welcome. So.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to serve on this board, and I'm very excited about what the opportunity that's been given to me. And I hope that based on my background in business and my background in education, I can contribute something of value to the board and to the district, and especially to the students.
The main issue on the board's agenda was adopting the school budget for the next fiscal year. At the last Board of Education meeting on February 10th, Superintendent Matt Curtis proposed a budget of $67.2 million, an increase of $1.6 million, or 2.47%. And after review, on February 24th, the board accepted his proposal, voting 5-0 in favor of the superintendent's budget. New board member Tom Frank abstained. The Board of Ed will present its budget to the Board of Finance on March 11th. The snow budget was on the agenda at the Board of Selectmen's meeting on February 23rd. Public Works Director Tom Roy said this winter has been very hard on his budget.
Based upon the fact that a lot of them have occurred on the weekends, we've seen an increase in our labor costs. And because of the fact that some of the storms have occurred when it has been so incredibly cold outside, we've actually had to use a little bit more salt, and it's been a little bit more time and effort into cleaning up the snow at the end of the storm. It's just kind of the winter we're having. The only positive I can really tell you is thank God we're not Boston. There's always somebody worse off than we are. At this point, we are about $23,000 over our overtime budget for the highway department, and just a little over $5,000 above our salt budget. We've continued to respond to all winter weather with an eye on safety first. We do it in a fiscally conservative and responsible manner, but safety is our predominant goal. We've been fortunate this year, and we've diversified our salt supplies, and that has helped us stave off some shortages. We unfortunately are still somewhat vulnerable, because even though we are buying salt from multiple suppliers, they are all using the same shipping terminal. We did get a notice just the other day that the treated salt that we have used for so many years may be unavailable for the next several weeks. We have a supply of white salt, so we're going to have to adjust our operations. We've also been using a liquid product this year in conjunction with our salt, so we're attacking it from every angle we can, but it certainly has just been a tough winter for the entire region. So.
You may have noticed that the Board of Selectmen's meeting room has a different look now that renovations have been completed. You can learn much more about the team that did the work by watching the February 23rd Board of Selectmen's meeting on Channel 96 or on our SCTV website at simsburytv.org. In the meantime, the town budget workshops are in full swing. The Board of Selectmen will present their budget to the Board of Finance on March 31st. The public hearing on the town and school budgets is April 9th, and the townwide budget referendum is Tuesday, May 5th. In school news, 17 Simsbury students were recently honored at the annual Connecticut Scholastic Art Award program. Their art was exhibited from January 18th to February 6th, 2015, at the University of Hartford. The program is a juried art competition open to students at the middle and high school level and is judged by distinguished practicing artists and university-level art educators. Among the Simsbury students who took home top Gold Key honors was Simsbury High School junior, Sophia Firestone, who was a guest on SCTV's Simsbury School News to talk about her winning fashion design. You can watch that show on simsburytv.org. As regular viewers of SCTV know, Latimer Lane Elementary School has a new principal, Mike Luzetti. One of the projects he's overseen his first year has been the relaunch of the school's character education program, which includes a new logo. According to Luzetti, the relaunch was a team effort by students, staff, and parents who identified 3 character traits as the focal point of the revised program: respect, responsibility, and kindness. The character education program is now called the Latimer Way, much like the H.J. Way at Henry James Middle School, as a way to help students transition smoothly to Henry James. A reminder, the Hartford Area Cable Television Advisory Council is conducting a video contest for all local area high school students. They're looking for original video public service announcements on either internet or cell phone addiction, or on the much more general subject of give me a break. Prizes include iTunes gift cards, $500 for first place, $250 for second place, and $100 for third place. Entries must be submitted by April 1st to Simsbury Community Television in Eno Memorial Hall by 5 p.m. Contest guidelines, entry forms, and release forms can be found at www.hacktac.org. The Simsbury Public Library has a new teen librarian. Her name is Sarah Ray, and she's a guest on this month's edition of the Simsbury View. She says the Simsbury Library's teen space on the upper level of the library is in the process of being redesigned to make it more private and welcoming. Since her hiring, Sarah Ray has been very busy ordering materials and planning activities for the teenagers in town.
So I order the literature and do the programming, and basically I'm there to help them, figure out what they need for projects and things like that.
Okay. So what kind of programs do you actually, or have you done in the past, and are you looking forward to doing in the future?
A variety of programs. We have, one of the things that I found with the teens that have been coming in is they have either different fandoms or different things that are popular, like Harry Potter, that if they have this strong desire to want a program, if they suggest it, we could definitely do that. So definitely Harry Potter, things like that. We're doing technology programs. There's Teen Tech Week. We're going to do a variety of programs for that.
Okay.
So basically combining literature and technology and different fun things and crafts. I like to do crafts too. So hands-on creativity.
Among the upcoming teen programs are Smartboard Pictionary on March 9th, a teen texting competition on March 11th, and the Teen Book Club on March 14th. For more information, go to the library's website at simsburylibrary.info or call 860-658-7663. To see the whole interview with Sarah Ray, plus the new children's librarian and the new business librarian, go to simsburytv.org or watch Comcast Channel 5. While most of us are very eager for winter to disappear, Simsbury Farms wants to help you enjoy the last few weeks of the skating season. They're offering free hot chocolate at all weekend public skating sessions until the season officially ends on March 15th. Open skate is Saturday and Sunday afternoons from 2:15 to 4:15, and Saturday evenings from 7:30 to 9 p.m. Evening skating features half-price skate rentals. While some people are still thinking winter, as hard as it is to believe, preparations are already underway for fishing season, which is scheduled to get underway the second Saturday of April. If you're looking for a great place to trout fish this season, you can join the Simsbury Fish and Game Club, so you can fish for large brook, rainbow, and brown trout in a beautiful, near-home, secluded reservoir. The club also sponsors a children's fishing derby for kids up to 14. You can buy a fishing permit at simsburyrec.com, or you can call Fred Bononi, president of the Fish and Game Club, at 860-243-1280. Another spring event on the Simsbury tourism calendar is the Whitewater Triple Crown event, a competition for kayakers and canoeists in 3 major whitewater contests at the Tarryful Gorge on the Farmington River. The event will be the weekend of April 25th and 26th, and don't forget, coming up in May will be Simsbury's 2nd annual triathlon. If you're a senior participating in the triathlon may not be your cup of tea, perhaps you'd rather know what's going on at the Senior Center. For the latest on what's happening there, here is Mary Doyle-Clark.
Hi, I'm Mary Doyle-Clark, and here's what's going on at the Simsbury Senior Center. Everyone is Irish on St. Patrick's Day, so celebrate with us at the Senior Center. We'll be serving a traditional corned beef and cabbage lunch catered by Kane's Market, along with Irish soda bread, dessert, and coffee. Enjoy your favorite Irish songs with live entertainment by Chip Ames. This event is on Tuesday, March 17th from 12 noon to 1:30 p.m. The cost is $8 and we ask that you register by March 10th. Join us on Monday, March 23rd from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. for an evening of extreme music bingo. This game brings together 2 favorite games, Name That Tune and Bingo. We'll be serving pizza and snacks, and there will be great prizes. The cost is $3. The Simsbury Fire Department will be hosting a pancake breakfast for seniors at their main firehouse on Wednesday, March 25th at 9 a.m. Breakfast includes pancakes, sausage, juice, and coffee. There is no charge for this breakfast, but reservations are necessary and can be made by calling the Senior Center. The main firehouse is located at 871 Hot Meadow Street. Do you know the Senior Center has a lending library? We currently have a large assortment of books, including large print for you to borrow at your leisure. The library is open during Senior Center hours. Enjoy pizza and salad dinner, followed by a jazz concert featuring Simsbury High School student musicians on Monday, March 30th. The dinner starts at 5:30 p.m. and the concert begins at 7 p.m. The event is free of charge, but we ask that you make reservations by calling the Senior Center. This program will take place at Simsbury High School, which is located at 34 Farms Village Road. The Simsbury Senior Center is located at 754 Hot Meadow Street in the Eno Memorial Hall building. Our hours are Mondays, 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., Tuesday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call us at 860-658-3273 for additional information or go to our website. Thanks for watching and see you at the Senior Center.
If you missed the public hearing on the future of the Senior Center, you can still watch it on SCTV. In the meantime, the Board of Selectmen has not reached any decision on which way to go. At their February 25th meeting, the Board of Finance weighed in to ask that the first selectman should have a survey completed by an independent pollster to determine what the town needs and will support. The next Simsbury Retired Men's Luncheon and Speaker Program is on Tuesday, March 10th. Amanda Garbatini will talk about Paul Newman's The Hole in the Wall Gang Camp. The Simsbury Retired Men's Luncheon Program meets on the second Tuesday of each month from September through May in the Palmer Fellowship Hall on the lower level of the First Church of Christ. For more information, please contact Dane Woodbury at 860-658-7996. Lunch costs $8. A musical event is coming up on March 22nd, also at the First Church of Christ, with the Christian rock group Lost and Found. Reverend Kevin Wieland and Jane Costello have more details on the concert.
We are thrilled to be here today to share the news that First Church Simsbury will soon host the unique Christian rock group Lost and Found in concert on Sunday, March 22nd, in their only area performance during their farewell tour.
Michael Bridges and George Baum make up the band Lost and Found and have been playing music together ever since they were both kids growing up in Niagara Falls, New York. They met through their families at the age of 14, and when they learned they could both play an instrument, they began making music together and have been doing so ever since. Michael sings and plays guitar while George sings and plays the keyboard and the occasional slinky. Their music is the kind of thing that often prompts reactions like, well, I've never heard anything like that before. And some have said their music is the intersection, sort of like the intersection of the Ramones and John Denver. Even Michael and George admit it's a unique sound. And they continue to encourage all that hear them to do what you can with what you have for the glory of God. Just as they do with their own sound, with their voices and just two instruments. Their concerts are interactive, driven by the audience. Each show is different, always spontaneous, often poignant, occasionally funny.
I first heard Michael and George in 2008 at a national youth event for our denomination. It was in Knoxville, Tennessee. As they played a few songs, I looked at our youth and I noticed that our teenagers were captivated by them. Then I noticed that our adult leaders were laughing and enjoying themselves, and they were also completely engaged. And then I noticed that I didn't want their concert to end. When we saw on our itinerary that they were scheduled to play again at the end of the week, we could hardly wait. Michael and George were such a hit with our group that I came back from the event and I talked with Mark Mercier, our music director extraordinaire at First Church, and together we looked into having them come to a concert. And they came to us on December 6th, 2009. We sold out the sanctuary. They played in front of a packed house. Once again that evening, what stuck out to me was how all ages, from children to teens to our most seasoned members, were captivated by them, and they loved them. Even one member who the month before had lost her husband and had debated on whether or not to even attend said, "That was exactly what I needed." It struck me that night that a Lost and Found concert is such a wonderful experience because of the way Michael and George read their audience and react to what is happening in the moment. They joke around, engage the crowd, share short stories about a bike ride they took around the country playing music. They talk about how their faith has impacted their lives. Mostly, they have fun, and they make it so everyone in attendance has a fun-filled evening. As Jane mentioned, their music is difficult to characterize. Whatever name you might ascribe to their music, if you see these guys live, you will enjoy it. You'll be glad you came. And we want to share this experience, this concert, with the Simsbury community, and so that's why we're here, and we hope to see you there.
The concert will begin at 6:30 in our sanctuary at First Church Simsbury. The tickets cost $10, although guests are also invited to a pre-concert eat and jam in our fellowship hall beginning at 5. That will be an additional $3, and guests will enjoy pizza, salad, drinks, and cookies while enjoying the talent of several musical groups made up of First Church members. Tickets can be purchased on our website at www.fccsimsbury.org. And if you have any questions, you can call the church at 651-5393, or we also have an email address that you'll see linked on our website. Hope to see you there.
To celebrate its 70th anniversary season, the Simsbury Light Opera Company is back with another Gilbert and Sullivan production. This year, it's the comic opera Trial by Jury. Trial by Jury was first produced in March 1875. The story concerns a breach of promise lawsuit in which the judge and the legal system are the objects of lighthearted satire. Performances will be at Eno Memorial Hall on Saturdays, March 21st and March 28th at 7:30 p.m., or Sundays, March 22nd or 29th at 2 p.m. For information or tickets, call 860-217-0052. As impossible as it is to believe, the time to change the clocks to daylight savings time is coming up very quickly. Melissa Brett is back this week with more.
Hello, my name is Melissa Brett. My husband John and I own and operate Weldon Hardware here in the center of Simsbury on Station Street. Daylight saving time starts March 8th. We would like to remind you of a few important things you should do along with turning your clocks forward. First, test all of your smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. A fact that some people don't know is that smoke detectors are good for 10 years, carbon monoxide detectors are good for 5 years. All brands should have either a manufacturer or an expiration date printed on them, either inside the battery door or on the back side. Replace them immediately if they have expired, as their sensors may not be functioning properly anymore. If you need to replace your batteries, don't throw them away. They can be recycled at our store. As shown in this image, please make sure you tape the contacts in all the batteries with basic masking tape. This prevents them from accidentally touching each other, which can cause them to heat up, be it in your home or store or the recycling trucks. Now, 9-volt batteries are the biggest culprit, but we have seen other batteries causing this issue, along with them leaking out their acid. If you have larger batteries, such as for your car or tractor, we will gladly recycle those too. While you're testing your alarms, you should also test your water shutoff valves. This is something that every homeowner, apartment renter, and building owner should do at least twice a year. Turn off each valve and then run the water to ensure there's no water eking through your valves. Test your toilets, washing machine, hot and cold valves to all the sinks. And if you have a water line to your refrigerator, test that too. It's better to test them when you don't have a water emergency than have to turn the water off to your entire building. And make sure you test the main in your house as well. We have had several customers every month not even know where their water main valve is. Now, believe it or not, now is also a great time to run any power equipment that you haven't started up this winter. Your lawnmower, riding tractor, generator, chainsaw, and any other equipment that runs on gasoline. Untreated gas goes bad in 30 days, and batteries can lose their charge, especially in freezing temperatures. But know this, non-winter power equipment do have a hard time starting in freezing temperatures, so try to start them up on a warmer day. In an upcoming episode, I'll share more about how to prepare your power equipment for the spring season. Now, another quick task you should do is to check your furnace filters. They're only good for up to 90 days. A tip we give our customers is to write the date either on your calendar or directly on your furnace filter when you should change them next. A blocked furnace filter can cause your furnace to overwork significantly, reduce the airflow to your house, as well as start losing its filtration function and allow more debris into your system and your home. And speaking of filters, if you have any water filters, check and if needed, change them as well. Some people forget about their water filters to the refrigerators, so make sure you check that as well. If you have any other questions about these annual tasks that should be done, or have a suggestion for us to share, don't hesitate to ask us. Come on down or visit our website at www.weldonhardware.com. I look forward to the next edition of Headlines Simsbury. Remember, we're at your service. Thank you and God bless.
We're having a hard time believing that spring is coming, but the Simsbury Women's Club has already begun enrolling artists and crafters for its 46th annual Arts and Crafts Festival. The festival will be held September 19th and 20th this year, and there are 120 spaces available for festival vendors to occupy. Early bird applicants, those applying for admission to the festival before May 31st, who are invited to participate in the show, can reserve spaces for their tents at reduced prices. Jurying for these applicants will take place June 1st. Subsequent jurying will take place July 20th and August 24th. For more information, contact Madeline Gilkey at 860-658-5982. For applications for the festival, go to the Simsbury Women's Club website. On Thursday, February 12th, more than 200 people attended a dinner to honor former First Selectman Mary Glassman at the Riverview. Mary has long been called the accidental candidate, but for the first time, Mary's husband, Andy Glassman, and the then Democratic Town Chair, Mike Lanza, told the complete story of how Mary had been convinced to run, but only after she was promised that she would not win. Fans of SCTV will be heartened to hear that Andy believes one of the main reasons Mary won was due to SCTV.
It was a convergence of a lot of different things. Part of it was the Republican incumbent at the time had some issues with some public style issues. I'll leave it at public style issues. The convergence of that plus the growth of SCTV as a vehicle for people to run campaigns was unknown. So thank you, SCTV, for doing all that you do.
To hear all the other reasons Andy Glassman believes that Mary won that first election, and to hear from Mary herself, you can see the whole event on SCTV. Check simsburytv.org for the schedule or watch it online. Remember, SCTV is your station. It's only as good as our volunteers. If you have an idea for a show or would like to volunteer, we can find a job for you. Email us at simtv@yahoo.com. That's it for this week. I'm Dominique Avery, and we are SCTV. Your town, your schools, your government.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.